Hello, my miraculous friend. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to this live stream that we're going to be doing today. We are going to be taking your questions, doing intuitive business readings, which I love to do. I'm Reverend Frances Faden, and I'm an interfaith minister. I'm an energy coach. I'm a success coach for women in business and light workers, coaches, anyone who's here to be a light in the world. I'm here to help you connect with spirit, you connect with your purpose, whatever that might be. I'm also the host of the Magnify Your Miracles podcast, which gives you weekly inspiration and tips to help you magnify your miracles and to really live a miraculous life. So I'm so grateful that you're here today. I'd love to know where you're joining me from. You can put that in the comments. Thank you so much for people who have already put comments in, asking questions. I love that. If you're just joining, go ahead and put your questions in the comment, and I'm happy to answer and give a reading to anybody who's here live with me. If you're watching the replay, what I would say is act as if I'm speaking to you. And when you're looking at me answering these questions, I want you to think about, how is this the answer to my question? And of course, as always, if you have a question that I'm not able to answer today, or you're watching it in the replay, you can always go over to my website and you can click on the Work With Me tab, and you can sign up for a private session, and I can answer all your questions there as well. Let me see if I can show you how to do that. Oh, where are my banners? There they are. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, whether you want to work with me in a coaching program or you want to work with me just doing one session, just go there and you'll find all the information that you need to work with me. Okay. All right. So before I do anything, I always like to ground and center myself. I'm going to ask you to join me. Take a few deep breaths with me. And breathing in the energy of expansion, breathing out anything you no longer need. Let's all just give ourselves permission to let go of whatever happened before, whatever happened later, and just come deeply into the now. And I'm going to ask you to just let come to the forefront of your mind the reason that you wanted to be here with me today. Whatever that reason is, perhaps you have a question that you want to get an answer to, whatever it is. Just let yourself think about that reason. And then imagine that you've received it. And what's the feeling underneath that reason? That you are feeling inspired, you're feeling clarity, you're feeling enthusiasm, whatever it might be for you. I always say, if you don't know, focus on gratitude. So let yourself feel that feeling as much as you can. And as you feel that as if it's already happened, you're on the other side of it and you're feeling just amazing. You're sending out a powerful intention to the universe. And by law, the universe must draw to you the energy that you put out, right? So as we're feeling grateful and inspired, the universe is like, oh, let's bring her that, something that where she can experience that. So knowing that that's exactly what's going to be happening, let's take one more deep breath together in gratitude. And we can begin. Yay! I'm so excited. I love being here and I love answering your questions. So I'm going to take a quick look at the questions. And Andrea, so glad that you're here. Pam, so glad that you're here. Down in Virginia Beach. I love Virginia Beach. Catherine, hello, hello, hello. All right. So we got 3 questions so far, which I love. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say my prayer, and it gets me into the zone. And so I'm not just going to be, I'm always wearing many, many hats when I'm working with my own clients. So I have my coach's hat, I have my minister's hat, but I'm really going to put on my intuition hat today. And I'm going to really focus on channeling these answers for you, not just coaching and giving you good ideas, but really listening for, what does spirit want to say to you? What does your business want to say to you? What does your own energy want you to know? Because a lot of times we're up here in our heads thinking, and we really want to be more in our heart, in our energy, because that's what's going to guide us the most. Okay. So let's just, you don't have to do this, you can, but I'm going to say my own prayer. I encourage everybody to say a prayer with me. Not that you have to say my prayer, but I encourage you to say a prayer for a couple of reasons, because whenever we pray, we shift the frequency that we're in. Our mind becomes more open and receptive, and we let ourselves be really ready to receive downloads, information, what it might be. And if you have a question, I would be saying a prayer like, okay, thank you for the answer to this question, or thank you that answer is something I can act on right away, or whatever it is that you're wanting. Just go ahead and say a prayer with me. So, and again, even if you're watching in the replay, I want you to act like you're here live with me and you say your own prayer. Mother, Father, God, great Spirit of the universe, we give thanks for this time together. For our session today, we're asking that all of us have our inner eyes, ears, and hearts open as wide as possible, that we're able to truly see, hear, feel, and know the truth as it's being revealed to us. We know that we're always, always, always surrounded and protected in the circle of brilliant white light. And into this circle, we're welcoming all of the highest beings that work with me, that work with everybody that's here watching, that they're always here, and that we're always surrounded and protected in a circle of brilliant white light. I specifically and lovingly invoke all the great masters and the beautiful archangels to be with us and create an even more energy of sacred space. And I especially call on my team of light, led by the beautiful Mother Mary, the energy of unconditional love, all the great masters and all the great beings to come and be with us and to help me to be of greatest service to everybody that's here. Open my eyes and let me hear what they need to hear so they can follow on their path and bring more light to the world. And knowing that that's exactly what's going to be happening, I'm just going to end my prayer by saying amen. All right, my friends, I got me in the zone now. So let's just dive in. And I'm going to start with Andrea. All right, Andrea says, hey, Reverend. Hey, Andrea. I've been eagerly awaiting this reading, and here's some background on my questions. I'm a single mom. Bless you. I was raised by a single mom. A single mom and having financial responsibilities, an unfulfilling but necessary job, and a deep passion for my healing work. Balancing financial security and healing work is challenging. Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask you is, what kind of healing work do you do? Let me know that. Her question, what is the most aligned direction for my healing business right now? What should I prioritize first? All right. So Andrea, put it in there. What is your healing? Because healing could be massage. It could be energy work. It could be acupuncture. It could be mindset. I want to know what kind of healing work you're doing. And then she says, how can I create a structured plan to grow my healing business while still working full time? What's the most effective way for me to reach the people who need my healing work? So what kind of healing work you do and who is it for, Andrea? So you're, Reiki master. Thank you. Thank you for being a Reiki master. All right, my beautiful Reiki master friend. So who do you want to be a Reiki master for? She does energy work using the auric field. I love it. Me too. I love energy work. So who do you primarily work with? What do you primarily help them with? Okay, so this is my coaching left brain questions, and then I'll get you into a little bit more of the energy. Andrea, I help men, women, children, and animals. All right, my friend, this is where we need to start. So I'm going to give you a little bit more left brain, and then I'm going to ask your energy field a little bit more. When you say I help men, women, children, and animals, that's everybody on the planet. You didn't put plants, but you could have put plants. And this is the thing. We have a heart that wants to help everybody and do everything. But when you say that, you end up not drawing people to you. So I'm going to give you an example. If you look at the people that have come to you and have done work with you, is there a theme? For example, do you mostly get men? Do you mostly get women? Do you get women who are like having difficulty with getting pregnant? Are they like fertility issues? Are you having women who are like in menopause, dealing with hot flashes? Are you dealing with people who are dealing with grief? And here's the reason. When you say what you do, and this is the thing I'm going to give you as your number one priority, is get clear about how to describe what you do to people so that when people say, hey, Andrea, what do? You have a way to be like, this is what I do. And you want to bring, either they say, oh, that's me, or you have something come to mind. So if you were to say to me, Well, I help women who are empty nesters, and getting clear about, adjusting to the next part of their life order. I already have 5 women in my mind that I'm like, I know who those women are. So let me see if that makes any sense to you. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Who would you love to work with? So this is what's really important is you got to get clear about it because when you're working with people, you're going to be spending a lot of time with these people. You want to work with people you love working with. I love working with spiritual coaches, healers, creative people, light workers. I love them because I want to really support them in doing their art, doing their work, doing their healing out in the world because I believe those are the people who are going to be making the biggest difference. So those are the people that I tend to focus on. I'm happy to work with men, but I'll be honest with you, men don't usually want long-term help. They want to like an answer and then that's it. So I don't market to them. I don't turn them away, but I don't market to them because they're not ideal for me. So let me take. Okay, so I help them with emotional, physical, spiritual healing. I usually help women. Those are your main clients. Okay, so most of your clients have been under 50. So what I'm going to say to you, sweetie, is I'm going to say pick a problem. Pick a problem or a result that you know. Women under 50. So are you, even though I know you help them with emotional, physical, and spiritual, I get it because this is my background. I started out doing a lot of health and wellness. I used to go to health and wellness fairs. But the truth is I'm really good at being able to see the energetic and the emotional thing underneath their physical thing. And I did that for many years. And then I started seeing that what I really wanted to do was I wanted to help people before they got sick. So then I started moving more into other things. And now I really help them with their life purpose, helping people. I say I like to help people figure out what they want to be when they grow up, what they're wired to do. So you want to get a little bit more, it's totally 80% emotional, but they don't know that, right? They don't know that. What they want to know is, why do I have a chronic stomach ache? Or, how can I lower my stress or whatever it might be. So that's the first thing I'm going to recommend that you do is you get specific. Now, let me go back to your question. And I'm going to ask your energy. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to prioritize um, being able to say what you do. And what I'm hearing for you is as a single mom, working a job, all of that. The first thing that Mother Mary's telling me for you is you want to start holding what you're doing a little bit differently. So even if you're not liking your day job or whatever, you want to start holding that you're exactly where you need to be, that you're taking excellent care of yourself, and that everything you're doing is helping you heal. And the more that you're healing, the more you're able to heal for other people. Because as a light worker, your energy is going to be the most important thing, the biggest factor. So if you're feeling like exhausted and all of that, you want to start holding that I'm right exactly where I need to be. Now, as you're doing that, you want to make sure that you have time off. Okay. Make sure that you're always replenishing yourself and really taking good care of yourself. And you want to start really, really simple. So what I'm hearing for you is um, I'm actually hearing a couple different things for you. The biggest thing I'm hearing for you is that you don't have a lot of time, a lot of extra time, and I'm not hearing let's make you work more. So what I am hearing is to have a portion of your week, and it could be an hour a week that you're devoting to your healing practice or your business or whatever that would be. And I'm wondering if you could work, can you do anything in a group where you're working with more than one person at a time? Do you want to be teaching? I actually am leaning into you teaching, to be honest. So you can do the one-on-one. I'm not saying don't do that, but if you, given your circumstances, if you really want to kind of grow what you're doing, I'm hearing the teaching. So if you're a Reiki master, then probably the best thing for you to do is to be helping other people train in Reiki. And I'm hearing that a really good clientele for you is going to be other healers. So helping other healers, maybe they're massage therapists that they can bring in Reiki into what they're doing, or maybe they're acupuncturists, or maybe they're, I don't know, NLP practitioners, but and they're not yet doing the actual energy work. And you can hold trainings, and maybe you can do that like on a Saturday where you can get more people in there and you can be doing the teaching. So for you, Spirit's telling me one-on-one is okay, but your life isn't really set up for a lot of one-on-one. I would say I'm hearing for you to really focus more on other healers, other practitioners, and helping them expand their practice by also becoming Reiki certified or Reiki master or whatever you want to call it. That's the thing that I'm hearing for you is most important. Now, given that, the other thing you want to do, the best marketing, and this also answers Pam's question, but I'll come to you specifically, Pam. The best and simplest marketing for people who don't want to be all over social media and do all that stuff is you need to have an answer to the question, what do you do? So that when you're at the grocery store and people say, oh, you're really nice, what do you do? You can tell them what you do very, very easily. I help women do blah, blah, blah. Or I help, you know how some coaches want to expand what they do? Well, what I do is I help them bring in a modality that makes their coaching more effective or something like that. So that they go, oh, I know a coach. I know somebody who could use that. And you want every person in your circle to have that. I call it your what do you do statement. You want everybody. So your husband, your wife, your cousin, your in-laws, so that when people say, oh, what's she up to lately? They know what to say because your circle, they're going to be your marketing people and they need to know how to refer people to you. So what I would say is take a look at focusing on other healing practitioners, lean into teaching because teaching gives you the ability to do more things in less time and look and see if that audience might be good. Now, if you want to do the one-on-one, you can, but your life isn't set up for that right now. So that's what I would say. And I want to know if that makes sense to you. Okay. So you can let me know, Andrea, and I'll be here for you. And I think that answers all of your questions. So in terms of creating a structured plan, so I think I answered that. The people who need it. Here's the thing is that people don't know that they need Reiki. People aren't walking around saying, oh God, I wish I had Reiki today. They're not doing that. They're walking around saying things like, oh, I have a headache. Or they're walking around saying something like, I wish I felt closer to my partner. Or they're walking around saying things like, I wish I could make more money. Or I wish I could grow my business, right? So you want to get into head of the people that you're working with. They're not looking for Reiki, so you don't want to market the Reiki. What you would say to a potential coach or somebody like that is, in a weekend, you can learn a modality that's going to help you be better at what you're doing, make you more effective, make you a better coach, make you a more effective healer or whatever it is. That's what they're looking for. So practice getting in the heads of other people and then you'll know what to do. And hopefully that helps you. And my friend, this is what I specialize in. So if you need help with this, you can reach out to me directly. All right, beautiful Pam. Pam says, I have an in-home 8-week workshop starting March 3rd. So when you say in-home, you mean is it going to be in your home? It's going to be in person. Is that what you mean by that? An 8-week workshop starting March 3rd. And I'm asking how to get more women to sign up for it. It's about health, healing, and nutrition using food as medicine. All right. How to expand and grow your business. You join with senior women over 50 who are committed to healing themselves with whole natural foods and with nature. Okay, so Pam, what I'm going to say to you is these women who are in their 50 plus, let's just say that these are women that are 50 plus. What are the common issues that women who are 50 plus are walking around thinking? Are they wanting to lose weight? The thing that I'm getting for you is, what's it called? Nutrition for osteoporosis or osteopenia. Think about what are the things, since you're doing mostly physical health, what are the things that are specific to women who are in this age group? So I'm thinking a lot of women, you could be doing different things on different topics. And Mother Mary's telling me that you should have ones that are different. So you can do an 8-week thing on menopause or postmenopause, like nutrition to minimize menopause symptoms. You can do that. You can do something on weight loss and or whatever that might be. You can do something on bone, bone health and eating for healthy bones or something like that. And those are three just to start with. But Mother Mary is saying, you're not going to know the perfect thing. Try one. Try one. So here's the thing. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a little bit of marketing, which is the difference between what they call features and benefits, or features and results. Like the fact that it's 8 weeks is just a feature. It happens to be over 8 weeks. The benefit is what? So the question you want to ask yourself is, what's so great about that? So what's so great about it being 8 weeks? Well, over the 8 weeks, and I'm going to make it up because I don't know what you do. Over the 8 weeks, you get consistent support to develop a new habit. And once at the end of those 8 weeks, you develop that habit, now you'll be able to do it on your own. Okay. 8 weeks is not a benefit. Having a lifelong habit of good health, that's a benefit. So you want to think about those things. So, and when you say in home, again, I'm assuming that means in your home or in person, not on Zoom, but I don't really know. And you want to be talking to everyone about it. So Mother Mary's telling me you got to get over your shyness. Okay. And this is what Mother Mary wants you to know, Pam. If you had the cure for polio or cancer or anything, would you be shy about it? Would you be like, I don't know, does anybody really want to do this workshop with me? You'd be like, who do you know who has polio? Tell them about my workshop. We're going to be doing the thing that actually makes the difference. Okay. Your energy, now you don't have to be like that, but your energy, your enthusiasm, your confidence is what's going to have people sign up. Okay. So you want to be doing a workshop on something you feel really confident about, really confident that you're like, this is going to be the thing that changes things for you. I'm not a doctor. I can't guarantee that. But if you do, I'm going to teach you the 4 core blah, blah, blah that does blah, blah, blah. You're going to learn the blah, blah, blah that does blah, blah, blah. You just want to have that clarity. Opening up a workshop and saying, I hope people come. Believe me, I've tried that. It does not work. You want to be really clear about, hey, are you a woman over 50 that's struggling with this? Are you a woman over 50 who's worried about this? Are you a woman over 50 who's looking for this, whatever those things are? Healthier skin, more energy, whatever it is that you want, whatever it is, that's what you want to talk about. And then once you come up with your little blurb, and you're in my membership, right? So you can email me, and you can let me know. You feel free to reach out to me and say, Frances, what do you think about the blurb? So because Pam is in the Magnify Your Miracles membership, she has access to me, and I'm happy to coach you and in between our calls. That's totally fine. Send me a blurb and say, what do you think about this? And I will give you feedback about it. Okay. And then tell everyone everybody call all your friends. And then when they say, oh, well, what are you up to? Well, guess what? I have this brand new program called, women over 50 with strong bones or something like that. Here's my thing. And they'll go, oh, really? Oh my God, Susie totally needs that. She just went to the doctor. The doctor said she's got osteopenia. And that's how it works. So hopefully that helps you. Let me know if you have any questions about that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Catherine. I feel like I should be heading a more creative direction for my work and financial rewards, but really uncertain of what that is. Any direction for me? I love this question. All right, Catherine, let's take a look and see in your energy. Yeah. So your own intuition about being more creative. Yeah, I can feel that for you 100%. Okay, so the number one thing I'm hearing for you is you want to really celebrate the fact that you're even open to this, because a few months ago you wouldn't have maybe even considered it. But you are meant to be a much more creative person because you actually are a creative person. And I'm curious, what I'm hearing is about your writing. Now, I know you've written a book, and it doesn't surprise me that when you did my Write Your Miracle program, that that was a really powerful program for you because you're a writer. Mother Mary's saying to me, remind her that she's a writer. Now, I'm not saying that's the only thing, but that's a powerful thing. And one of the things I'd recommend for you is to take a look at of the things that you're trained in, what you would really enjoy. There's a difference between like looking for another job, which you could do, and kind of starting something else that you maybe really want to do. And you can do both. If you're wanting to look for a more creative job, jobs are not necessarily my forte, but if you want to look for that, you know what to do. I want you to write out exactly what that job would be. I'm doing this kind of work. I'm working with these kind of people. I'm making this kind of money. I'm enjoying doing this kind of thing, whatever it might be, write it out. Even if you don't know the specifics of what the creative thing is that you're doing, write it out anyway, as much as you know, and get into the feeling of, I love my job. If you get into the feeling of what kind of job would have me waking up feeling like, I love this? Am I working with other people? Am I working by myself? All of that. You want to get that clarity. And then I would say, what about doing a little bit of your own thing? What would that be like? A little bit of coaching, a little bit of writing, a little bit about writing and coaching. Like, what would that be like? I actually think that you have more skills than you have admitted to yourself. And it's just a matter of confidence. And you have seen in some of the classes that you've taken with me that if you just organize information for people in a way that makes it easy for them, people have their own miracles. You don't have to make that happen. So, would you enjoy that? Would you enjoy, you know, coaching or doing some writing? Every time I say writing, I'm getting this pull this way. Like Mother Mary's like, have her lean into the writing. So, what's your next book? What I'm hearing for you, Catherine, is what would it be like for you to take your writing seriously? That way, if you want to keep your job that you have, you can. I know a couple of different people that, and a couple of different programs where if you wanted to take your writing seriously, meaning that you can make money off of it, that you could reach a lot of people with it, I would lean towards that if I were you and look at like, okay, I've written a book. I know I can write. How can I now become a successful writer? How can I become somebody whose books are ranking on Amazon or are in the hands of people and those books are actually making a difference? So let me know if you have any questions about that. That's what I have for you. All right, let me see if anybody else has any other questions. Oh, back to Andrea. Andrea says, I've had clients in the healing fields lately. See, teaching's out of your comfort zone. Of course it is. Of course it is, Andrea. Teaching is out of your comfort zone. And guess what? That's probably where all the money is, right? Now you don't have to you don't have to necessarily teach like, well, you can start with like two people. You can start and just kind of get yourself a little bit, in that energy. Um, but that's what I'm getting for you is to start there. If you want to be doing the one-on-one, which I think one-on-one is great because it gives you a lot of confidence, then I want you to have a portion of your week, maybe on a Saturday or something, where you give yourself office hours, but it doesn't take up your whole weekend. So maybe you have like Saturdays from 9 to 11 in the morning, that those are your office hours for Reiki, and you let people know like I can do two people, and you just have a goal of doing two clients a week, and it's on Saturdays, and that's it. And I'm assuming that's in person. Maybe it's on the phone. I don't know how you do it, but you take it two. That way you're not overwhelming yourself. You're not trying to squeeze it in at the end of your day. You're letting yourself do it in a very specific amount of time. It's not too much time, and start with a goal, because if you did two people a week, that would be what, 8 people a month. And I don't know what you're charging, but that would probably make a difference for you. And then so even if you just start with one person a week, how can I start with that one person? Well, whether you're trying to do one, two, it doesn't matter. We still want to focus on who are they and what's the problem that I solve for them? How is coming to me for Reiki going to improve their lives in a way that they can understand it? Okay, so Pam's saying in her home to start. Weight loss, pain. Yep, pain is good. feeling better after cancer treatment, diabetes. So all of these things, Pam, you can have a program for all of them. The thing is, don't make your program about all of it, because then we don't know who to send you. So I'm going to send you somebody different for weight loss than I am for after cancer treatment, or somebody that's got diabetes. Like, you can do all of those things. What I would say to you is, which one is the one that like lights you up and you're like, oh my God, I love this. I love helping women after cancer treatment, or I love helping women with diabetes, or I love, whatever it might be for you. Which is the one that you really love? Okay. I want to teach whole food plant-based nutrition to prevent and heal disease. Okay, so prevention, is a whole other thing that I think is really important. And prevention is actually what Dr. Goldner really talks about. So if I were you, I would take a look at a lot of how Dr. Goldner does her Wednesday calls, and she says the same thing every week. Every week, she's going to tell you, have a green smoothie. She's going to tell you 50 more reasons why you should have it. But at the end of the day, she's just going to tell you, have your green smoothie, put this much greens, this much fruit, this, all of that. And you just want to keep going back on disease prevention. So what's top of mind for women in their 50s? Preventing bone loss, right? Or, here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. Prevention can be a little bit harder for some people because they're not in the thing itself. I think you could totally market that, preventing these things, and saying, the word I'm hearing for you is aging, like anti-aging. I think that's probably more on top of people's head of like, how can I slow down the effects of aging, or how can I, become more youthful, that type of thing. You're actually preventing disease, but what people are thinking is more about aging, anti-aging. So given that the diet, what's great about the diabetes is that people have actually reversed their diabetes by changing their diet. So if you're going to pick a disease, that might be a really good one, because it's been proven that that can happen. I picked the ones that are fun for you, but that's what I'm hearing for you is anti-aging. All right, let me see if anybody else has any other questions. I'm happy to give you some business coaching, to do a business reading for you. If anybody else has a question, just put it in the chat. And yeah. And the other thing for you, Pam, is that if your thing is in your home, it's going to be local to you, then you want to take a look locally and see about how can you get the word out? Can you go to your local library and give a free talk there where you're not going to sell your workshop, but you can mention your workshop, and you can just do it on a topic and say, nutrition for anti-aging or something like that, or reverse the aging process through nutrition or something like that. And then from there, you can say, these are the things that I teach in my workshop. And then people can come up to you at the end and they can talk about it. But what Mother Mary's telling me for you is, don't be shy. She says Pam is being shy. So do you have a flyer or something that you could put up at your local health food store or anything like that? And then everybody in your circle needs to know that you're teaching a workshop, which I'm hearing, don't call it a workshop. I'm hearing, call it like a program, call it a program, that you're going to be doing this, disease reversal or anti-aging program. That's what I'm hearing for you. All right, let me see if anybody else has a question about you, about your energy, about your business, or anything else before we wrap up. Let me see if there's anything else Mother Mary wants you to know. So this is just a message for everybody that is a light worker, everybody that is a healer, everybody that is a conscious coach, everybody who is coming from their heart in whatever work that you're doing in the world, everybody who has said yes to their sacred life purpose. Mother Mary is thanking you and saying she knows that it's out of your comfort zone to put yourself out there. She knows that it's not easy for you to get over your shyness. She knows that. But just as she said to Jesus in the book of John, right? The Gospel of John, where she's like, hey, the people are out of wine. They need more wine. And Jesus is like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready, right? Mother Mary is saying to you, hey, people are needing the benefits of your Reiki practice. People are needing to know about nutrition. People need to read that book that you have. Whatever it is that you've been sitting on, hey, people need that. So, as best as you can, get out of your head, like all that shyness, all that. So, I do this, it's actually a form of our ego telling us you're not ready. You're not good enough. You can't do it, right? Ego is not thinking that you're so great. That's one form of it. Ego is also, oh, I'm not up for it. Mother Mary says, don't listen to that voice. You want to say yes to your purpose. You want to say yes, even if you're uncomfortable. And if you need some help, you can always reach out to somebody like me. As I said, I'm going to put on here where you can connect with me if you want to find out about coaching with me. If you want some help with whatever you're working on in your business, whether it's marketing help or whatever, we want to find out what's going on with your energy. What's the best thing for you? Schedule a miracle meeting with me and we can talk about it. We can talk about whether or not coaching is a good fit for you. And if not coaching, maybe just even having one appointment where we take a look. I offer these breakthrough sessions and we can take a look and see where you stuck and what's going on. And in one appointment, we can get you moving in the direction that you need to go. All right. So let me check one last time for any other questions. Andrea, I love you, Andrea. Thank you for being here, my friend. Are there any other healing modalities that I should focus on in addition to Reiki? So do you mean for you to learn? If you're asking for you to learn, the answer is no, because here's what people do. Healers don't feel confident in what they're doing in their business and their marketing. And so then they look to study other modalities and they think that's going to give them confidence, and it's not. The thing that's going to give you confidence is having a successful Reiki practice. And I know a lot of people who have very, very successful Reiki practices because they focus on helping people in whatever way you can. You already know more than enough to be super successful. Now, given that, if you're like me and you're a lifelong learner and you want to always be learning, then yeah, you can think about different modalities and those will come to you very naturally. What you'll see is you're going to start to see who are the clients that are coming to me and what am I noticing? And this is part of what happened to me in my story is that I was a massage therapist in the very, 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 very beginning, way back when. And I just slowly started to incorporate energy balancing into my massages with people because that was something that I was trained to do. And what ended up happening was they would come to me for their weekly massage and I would check their energy. And every week, even after I did the clearing, their second chakra was still closed or whatever it was. And I was like, I just cleared this out. Like what's going on here? And mentally I would be asking myself, why is their second chakra closed? And then boom, the chakra started talking to me. And so then that modality revealed itself to me. And then that evolved. And now I don't do any body work at all like that. I do mostly energy reading and healing and channeling and all the stuff that I'm doing. So Mother Mary's message for you, Andrea, is to trust yourself. Really trust yourself. Trust that you're enough right now. Trust that you have skills that are life-changing. You have life-changing skills right now. And all we have to do is get your confidence up. That's it. Get your confidence up and help you be a little bit clearer about how you're talking about what you're doing so that you can draw those people to you. And there's plenty of books and things out there about how to do that. And again, happy to help you if I can. All right. All right, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being with me. I'm so grateful to be here with you. I do want to let you know that I have a new training that's coming up that's going to be starting. It's going to be happening on March 4th, and it's called Meditate Like a Mystic. And it's Mother Mary's program where I'm combining East and West and bringing together the best of the Western teachings and the best of the Eastern teachings and really helping you. We're going to be doing it for 7 weeks, the 7 weeks during Lent. And if you would like to join me, you can go to francisfaden.com/meditate. and you can sign up for it there. And it's really important for healers. And it's not about guided meditations. It's about really working with your mind, helping you to focus, helping you to stay calm. Because as highly sensitive people, we're all feeling a little bit wonky right now, right? And actually, for those of you who are healers, that's something that you should be talking about is, woo, the world is a little bit wonky right now. How can you take care of your energy? How can you take care of your consciousness? Meditation is one of the ways to do that. And that's what I'm going to be focusing on during Lent. I'm going to be going deep into how can I every day? It's not about learning meditation, it's about becoming a meditator, becoming somebody who can stand still amidst the crash of breaking worlds, as Yogananda used to say, so that no matter what's going on the outside, you're staying centered on the inside. All right, my friends, love you so much. I appreciate you so much. And we will do this again. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.